All right, folks, we come in from working all day, and I wanted to get this harness. Wanted to get this harness put together. You hear old Prince Jack there in the background. He thinks it's dinner time. And what I'm going to use, I've got the harness and stuff that I was been using, but we're going to start pulling the drag like I just showed you earlier. And the leather that is in this is pretty old, but it's still good enough that I think it can be used to attach it, but it's not going to be able to pull. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach a piece of chain to this that I can hook my trace chains or lugs, whatever you want to call them, into this chain via a snap, or I can hook it into the surcingle, and it's going to make like a safety where it can pull. So got a few things I got to do here. The first thing I want to do is soak this leather down. It's pretty dried out, but I've used a lot worse before. I'm going to attach these chains with a smooth back bolt on each side, and then this clip is going to go in here, and I can clip that into my harness, and I can tie the trace chains or lugs, whatever I decide to use, into there, and it can pull on this, and this is strong enough that it'll take and hold. So I'm gonna go get some smooth back bolts and get a drill out. I'm gonna drill a hole through there and attach it, and we should be fairly close to putting it on old Jack. I got a bit, and I'm going to go through both pieces of this. I searched for about 15 minutes to get this bolt that I was looking for. There we go. Okay, what we'll do is we'll put the chain on here. We want it to come down under our buckle, have our washer, our nut. So what I'll do is I'll get the impact, and I will hold this right there. Then I will tighten that down and pull this flat back, smooth-headed bolt up in there, and it won't cause any abrasions or anything. Okay. I'm just gonna take it. Tighten that right down there. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but that flat bolt is pulled right down into that leather, and it's just smooth and won't hurt the old Jack. We'll go again for the next one. When you're living out in the middle of nowhere, you have to take and use what you got. And I looked for flatback snaps. I looked for stuff today at the feed store, and they just flat didn't have any. And that is generally the story of my life, living up here in the mountains. We just don't have access to a whole lot. There you go. Now, just got to take and hook it up onto my surcingle. Try it out on old Jack. I think I'll spray kind of the whole thing down here. Picked this up at a yard sale up in Colorado. We go. Oh. 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 I have to go one lower. I think I will. Really all this leather's doing is keeping these two connected, because most of the pulling is going to be done on the breast collar itself. Alrighty. So now we just need to hook up this martingale here. Not quite as short as I thought it was going to be. I want to keep it up on my shoulders there. I'll have to work on that. It's got almost a broke piece here. Alrighty. So when we pull, we'll be pulling right there. Good deal. Pretty good for a makeshift harness. Alright now. Now we're going to back him in here and see where we need to be. Back, back, back. This is all part of his training. He's got to learn to square himself up and pull. He really wants to go eat. I'm going to take and put a loop in that because I don't have any buckles, and I don't mind it being way far away from him. Trial run here, folks. You're going to see it firsthand. He's never had anything hooked to him. Hands don't want to work. Along here on this side. All right. Oh, and the martingale broke. always running out of daylight. It's hard to take and get everything done I need to get done. Sometimes you have to make stuff on the fly. Okay, now let's see what we got here. Oh, you're all right, buddy.
Let me hold him.
You hold it there a minute. My leather didn't hold. My leather did not hold. This is what happens when you piece stuff together. Sometimes it works out. Sometimes it don't. All this does is keep it from going too low or too high. And this is not a professional harness. Okay. Well, we might have another break or two. Let's try this again. So, you ready, buddy? Here you go. Have to check your mare a little bit. Check it again. You see how the single tree works. This is the first time he's pulled anything. He's doing pretty good. Oh, flip the tire. Let's see if we can't take and drive this young man. I'll get everything all tangled up. Sometimes we can have train wrecks when we're driving. Oh. Oh. This is where all the preparation of hope. Throwing that rope around his legs and everything is. We're hung up 6 ways from Sunday here. Oh. Let's see here. Let's go back through here. Oh, yeah, you got something behind you, don't you, buddy? You got something behind you, don't you? You're looking back going, what in the world is this guy doing to me? too much accompaniments. Ropes, stuff dangling. All right. Now here we go. All of our work culminated into right here. Nope, this way. There you go. Let's go back to the stall here. There you go. I ain't quite figured out the straights yet. Get there. I'm a little bit longer on one side than I am the other. Back up. Good. Good lad. We found out he don't like dogs. Go. Now we can drag her road. Come up. Come up. See, now he's got a tug under between his legs. You can see how he kicked at it. So what we're gonna do, we're just gonna back him up. Back. Back. All right. Come up. Come up. Come up. Whoa. Back. Whoa. 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 Back. Whoa. 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 Back. There we go. You're all right, buddy. Yeah, you're doing good. Let's just calm down there a minute. Oh, let's just calm down there a minute. Yeah, let's just take it. Settle right there. That's a good boy. So not too bad for his first time pulling something. There at the beginning, anytime, I don't care how much you've drove them on the ground, anytime you hook something to them, having two reins is not a good idea. You can always check them. They may get tangled up in the tugs. They may get tangled up in whatever you're dragging, but they're not going to run away. And I always do one rein. I'll lead them, and then if they get took off, I'll check them around. Kind of like a one rein stop, and teach them that they can't just run off with it. Our makeshift harness is so far so good. It's working okay. These tugs are not ideal. I need something a little heavier, but doing okay. I'm going to take him over to the corrals, take this all off of him, particularly when a young donkey is, or mule or horse for that matter, hasn't pulled anything. You don't want to go too long. He kind of got upset there when the tugs were rubbing his legs, and he kicked and got a tug up between his feet. If it's made out of chain, I call it a trace chain. If it's made out of nylon or leather, I call it a tug. Just my childhood living in the East, sometimes we call things different things, but he's doing really good. He didn't seem too bothered by it. It definitely motivated him a little bit. He's moving pretty good. So I'm gonna take him over here, take all this off of him, and get him fed. Step left, step left, step left. Pull this right up. Step left. Whoa. Whoa. And back. Back. Whoa now. Whoa now. Whoa. Whoa. Good boy. Good boy. A whole lot going on today, wasn't there, buddy? You didn't know what to think, did you, huh? Yeah, you didn't know what to think, did you? Stuff breaking and tugs and stuff under your feet. Good boy. Good boy. Didn't even work him either. Just straight out of the box. We'll take these lines loose. This is probably the most scariest part right here for a young animal, for the handler anyway, is you've got them half undone and half hooked up, and they do something silly and just drop that tug right there. Pretty good. Around this other side. Oh. Drop this tug. Now we're free of the drag, and now we can undo the girth and do everything else here. Take this up right over his head.
That didn't bother him, did it?
No. All right.
These curious boys.
He's curious. These boys are curious too. Alrighty, folks. He did really good. I'm gonna put him up and give him something to eat. I'm really proud of him. Everything that we've done up until this point has paid off. So, pretty good first time pulling a drag. That's gonna wrap it up for us today. This is taking me about 2 or 3 days to put all this equipment together, and you can still see we're still piecing stuff together, but we got it done. Until next time, remember, be not weary in well-doing, for in due season ye shall reap, if you faint not. We'll see you later.